We have already covered a fair bit of topics on nutritious eating and healthy eating habits. Now let me talk about exercises. My name is Rajiv. I am the CEO and Chief Health Officer at NuvoVivo Center for Obesity, Lifestyle Disorders and Research. Exercises. പല തരത്തിലുള്ള എക്സസൈസുകളുണ്ട്. Let me broadly divide it into three groups, or rather two groups: aerobic, anaerobic. Now there is a third category. I'm not sure if I can put it in one of it. It's basically yoga, which has many benefits other than just about physical benefits of exercises. Now let me break each one of it for you. Aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercises are all cardiovascular exercises, wherein നമ്മൾ primarily exercise ചെയ്യുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ heart and your lung. You also burn a lot of calories when you're doing aerobic exercises. Now, aerobic exercise is very important for your body. You need to do aerobic exercises. പക്ഷേ aerobic exercises is not always the right thing for all of us. Let me tell you why. Let's take an example. Let's see a person around 35 years of age, 9,500 kilograms of weight, and he wants to become healthy, and he started exercising. നമുക്കറിയാം എക്സസൈസ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ആദ്യം ഒട്ടുമിക്ക ആൾക്കാർ ആദ്യം ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്താണ്? ജോഗിങ് ഓർ വാക്കിംഗ്. Now what happens when you're running? This person who's 95 kilograms, when he is running, there is excessive pressure happening on the knee joints and on the lower spine. Now, let me explain with an example. നമുക്കറിയാം നമ്മുടെ car is basically അതിൻ്റെ frame, or also we call it a chassis, and there are shock absorbers. Now, if the car is going through a bumpy road, കുണ്ടും കുഴിയുള്ള റോഡിലൂടെ കാറ് പോവുകയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഓരോ ചളിക്കുണ്ടിലും കാറ് വീഴും തോറും, if the shock absorbers of the car is good, then the car is not going to, there is no wear and tear on the chassis. അതല്ല, shock absorbers is of not good quality ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് പോയി ഒരയും, there will be screeching sound and there will be wear and tear. Something very similar happens in our body. The chassis or the frame is our skeletal frame, and the shock absorbers is somewhat similar like the muscles. So if a person at 95 kilograms, if he is not having adequate amount of muscle and that overweight is primarily because of fat, അങ്ങനെയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഓരോ ഓട്ടത്തിന് വെക്കുന്ന ഓരോ സ്റ്റെപ്പിലും the impact on his knees will be largely taken by the skeletal frame, and there is a very high chance of injury for your knee and for your lower back, especially lumbar region, L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5. So while aerobic exercise is good and it is definitely recommended for a healthy heart and a healthy lung, be very sure if that is a right exercise to start for somebody. Now, what are the other alternative? Let me explain anaerobic, the second form. Now coming to the anaerobic exercise. Anaerobic exercise and examples are resistance training and weight training, gym exercise. Now in anaerobic exercises, it is not really about steady state of oxygen flow, unlike an aerobic exercise. What happens in an anaerobic exercise, especially a weight training or a resistance training, is that there will be micro tears within your muscle fibers. Adayathu, suppose if I am taking a dumbbell and if I am doing a bicep curls. Now, what happens is that within your muscle fiber, there are something called the myofibrils. There will be small micro tears within these myofibrils. When there is a micro tear, ചെറിയൊരു micro tear ഉണ്ടാവുമ്പോൾ, our body gets into repair mode. Remember, I earlier told you in one of the topics that body repairs when you are sleeping. So when you are sleeping, and provided you are giving right amount of nutrition, body gets into repair mode. So when one muscle fiber is repaired, which is broken or which is having a micro tear, body repairs it such that it's better in quality and quantity. So that's how your muscle mass in quality and quantity improves. So an anaerobic exercise such as gym will improve the quality of your muscle mass, also known as lean body mass. Alright? Now the third one. Now the third exercise is yoga. Now yoga has many benefits beyond just about looking good. It has far-reaching benefits in terms of general peace of mind, managing stress. It also touches the mind, body and soul. Yoga is great. You should do yoga. Now let me give you one point of information here. ഒരു യോഗ ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ the basic thing that we start with is most of basic stretch forms of yoga and breathing exercises, which are very good. You should do that. But you are not putting any resistance across muscle fibers to break those muscle fibers. So you are not building muscle fibers. Only when you build muscles, apporana nammade metabolism improve avunathu. Nammade metabolism improve avumbolana nammade calorie expenditure improve avunathu, and that's when it is easier to become healthy. So yoga is great if you're doing advanced form of yoga which involves using a lot of body weight. It's a great thing to do. Now what I will recommend is a good combination of aerobic exercises such as running, swimming, all these, and anaerobic exercises such as weight training, and all the mind, body, soul connection of yoga. A good combination of all these three is what is required to become healthy. Now, coming back to the earlier example of a person who is overweight, 95 kilograms in weight, running is not a great idea for that person because there is a chance of injury. Now, what will that person do? I would suggest that person starts with a proper calorie deficit diet with right amount of protein, fat and carbohydrate, which will help that person to lose body fat. Body fat koraya. At the same time, you should do resistance training. Resistance training cheyyumbol endha undavunnathu? Your muscle fiber will improve in quality and quantity. So at one side you are reducing your body fat, on the other end you are improving your muscular ability. After say reducing around 7 to 10 kilogram, he can start running. He can start including aerobic exercises. Now, if he likes aerobic exercises, another safest option is swimming. Swimming la endha nadakkunnathu? One of the most important thing about swimming as compared to running is that you are always buoyant in water. Adonde there is no extra pressure, or your 95 kilogram is not falling on every feet, unlike when you are running. So swimming is less injury prone as compared to running for an overweight person with less amount of muscle mass. Another option is in gym, elliptical nu parna machine ningal shradhichittundavam. It's like a machine wherein both the legs are rested on a small platform. Now what happens there is that when you're doing an elliptical, both the feet is grounded, so the chances of injury is less. 95 kilogram is not falling on each feet every time, so the impact is different. 95 kilogram താഴെ വെക്കുന്നതും ഒരു 10 അടി ഹൈറ്റും താഴത്തേക്ക് ഇടുന്നതും impact is very different. Exactly the same thing happens. So for such a person, if he likes to do cardio, these two are a good options which will reduce the chance of injury. That's about exercise. Being physically active is a very important part of becoming healthy and fit, and it can be done in a very enjoyable manner if you know how to do it. Do ask us if you have any doubts. Reach us at 7994999914. Email us at wellness@nuvovivo.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay healthy, stay young, stay fit.